stop scrolling because today's market is doing that thing where it looks calm for 2 seconds, then suddenly everything starts moving at once. Stocks are popping on cooler inflation, IBM just got absolutely clipped after earnings, and now geopolitics is trying to sneak oil back into the conversation. So if you're wondering whether this is the start of a real rally or just one of those fake-out mornings that gets everyone excited for no reason, stay with me. I'm Vanessa, and I break down the market like your money depends on it. Because honestly, it kinda does. Today we've got 3 forces colliding: inflation, earnings, and oil. And when those 3 show up together, traders do not sit still. They reposition fast. That means your stocks, your retirement account, and even the prices you pay at the pump can all feel the ripple effect. So let's get into what actually matters here and what to watch before this market decides to keep running or slam the brakes. First up, inflation. The big headline is that June CPI came in weaker than expected, and that immediately lit a fire under the market. Futures turned higher, the S&P started climbing, and suddenly investors breathed a little easier. Why? Because inflation is the number that changes the whole story. If prices are cooling more than people feared, then the pressure on the Fed to stay aggressive can ease. And when that happens, stocks usually like to celebrate. But don't get too comfortable just yet. The market doesn't just care that inflation slowed. It cares how much it slowed, what's underneath it, and whether this is a 1-month fluke or a real trend. That's the part people miss. One soft CPI print can spark a rally, sure, but if the next reports don't cooperate, the whole vibe can flip right back. So yes, this is bullish in the short term, but the real question is whether this gives investors a cleaner path into the rest of earnings season. And speaking of earnings season, the banks are kicking things off, which means the market is getting a first look at how companies are handling a weird mix of softer inflation, higher rates, and consumers who are still spending, but maybe not as freely as before. That matters because earnings are where the market stops guessing and starts grading. Inflation can move futures. Earnings decide whether the move sticks. Now let's talk about the stock that really stole the spotlight, IBM. And wow, IBM plunged 23% after earnings. That is not a little disappointment. That is a full-on market slap. When a giant like IBM drops that hard, people pay attention because it sends a message beyond just one company. It says expectations were probably too high, or the market saw something in the numbers it did not like at all. Here's why that matters for investors. IBM is one of those names that can look boring until it isn't. It sits right in the middle of enterprise tech, cloud, and business spending. So if IBM is getting punished this hard, traders start asking whether corporate demand is really as strong as they hoped, whether margins are getting squeezed, or whether the market has been too generous with valuations across the whole tech and software space. One bad earnings reaction doesn't mean the whole sector is broken, but it absolutely can change sentiment. And in this market, sentiment moves money fast. Now, here's the part people need to understand. Big drops like that can actually help clarify where the real winners are hiding. When a stock gets crushed on earnings, the market is basically saying, show me better. That pressure can spill over into peers. If investors start worrying that enterprise spending is slowing, then other business tech names can get dragged into the mess too. So IBM's crash is not just an IBM story, it's a read-through story. And those are the ones that can quietly reshape a whole sector. But the market wasn't done. Because right when traders were getting comfortable with the inflation cooldown, the geopolitical headlines came in and reminded everyone that oil still has a mind of its own. The report about President Donald Trump declaring the ceasefire is over is exactly the kind of headline that can jolt oil stocks and crude prices in a hurry. And if you've watched markets for more than 5 minutes, you know this drill. When geopolitics heats up, oil gets a bid. Energy stocks start moving, and inflation expectations can get messy again. That's the connection people should care about. Oil is not just an energy trade. Oil is an inflation trade. If crude jumps, the market starts worrying about transportation costs, shipping costs, input costs, and eventually consumer prices. And guess what that does? It complicates the cooler CPI means easier policy story. So even though inflation came in softer than expected today, oil headlines can quickly muddy the waters. That's why traders never fully relax. They know one move can offset another. And for everyday investors, this is where the practical part comes in. If inflation is easing and the market is rallying, you do not need to chase every green candle like it's your last chance on earth. Calm rallies are usually better than desperate ones. Look for quality companies with actual earnings growth, not just stocks getting boosted because the macro wind is at their back for a day. If oil starts spiking, keep an eye on sectors that benefit, like energy. But remember that higher oil can also pressure transportation, consumer discretionary, and even parts of industrials. Everything is connected. That's the annoying part. Also, the profitable part, if you're paying attention. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, but what does this mean for the broader market? Here's the short version. Cooler inflation is giving stocks room to breathe. That's the good news. IBM's drop is a reminder that earnings still matter way more than vibes.
And the oil headline is proof that macro risks are never fully gone, even on a good inflation day. So yes, the setup is better than it was yesterday, but no, that does not mean the coast is clear. This is also why the next few sessions matter so much. If futures are higher on cooler CPI and the market can hold those gains through the open, that tells you investors are willing to trust the inflation narrative for now. But if the rally fades fast, that means traders are still nervous, still defensive, and still waiting for more evidence before they commit. In other words, the market wants confirmation. Not hope, not headlines, confirmation. And that's where earnings season becomes the real test. Banks are first. IBM just gave us a brutal example of how fast a stock can get punished, and now the market has to decide whether this inflation report is enough to support higher multiples across the board. That's a fancy way of saying, are investors willing to pay more for stocks because the inflation picture looks friendlier? If yes, rallies can broaden. If not, the market may keep rotating instead of fully advancing. So what should you do with all this? Don't overreact to one CPI report, but don't ignore it either. Inflation easing is good for stocks, good for bonds, and potentially good for rate-sensitive areas like housing and small caps. But watch oil, because if energy prices spike, that can bring inflation fears right back into the conversation. And keep an eye on earnings quality, because weak reports like IBM's can expose where expectations were too hot. If you want the smartest way to play a market like this, it's simple. Stay flexible, stay selective, and stop assuming every rally is a straight line. Some days the market is telling you inflation is cooling and risk is back on. Other days it's telling you not to get too cute, because one earnings miss or one geopolitical headline can ruin the party fast. That's the game right now. So yes, the S&P is climbing on a cooler CPI print, and that's a real reason for bulls to feel better today. But IBM's 23% plunge is your warning label, and the oil headline is the reminder that markets never move on just one story. They move on the collision of stories. And today, that collision is exactly what's making this session so interesting. So keep your eyes on inflation, keep your ears open for earnings surprises, and do not ignore oil, because the next move in the market may come from the one headline everybody else brushed off.